I'm here in Breakbulk Studios with our studio sponsor, Jeff Tucker, CEO of Tucker Company Worldwide. So nice to see you, Jeff.
It's great to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've been very busy. Give us an update on Tucker.
We continue to have another great year, 3 years in a row, pretty strong growth. One of the things we're proudest of is a lot of industry in all industries experienced a great resignation early last year, and we were no exception. We were surprised by some of the impacts. We kind of doubled down on culture. What are we doing right? What are we doing better? And we were recently recognized by the Philadelphia Inquirer newspaper as one of the top workplaces in the Philadelphia area.
Congratulations!
And thank you. And it came, not from us saying how great we think we are, but interviews and surveys with our employees, payroll data, all kinds of stuff. But it was huge accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone talks about culture. But can you give us a couple of concrete examples for those that don't really understand how that might apply in their own company?
Yeah. So, obviously, COVID, people were working from home. Well, how do you bring people back into the office? We started one of the earliest things we did was we started a steering committee, and the steering committee consists of no managers. Just if managers in your name, you're not included.
Okay.
And these folks work on what issues matter most to them. So it could be a productivity issue, it could be a work-life balance, anything under the sun that the consensus is, hey, let's talk about this. So they present to the leadership team, and it gives people an opportunity who don't normally speak to the leadership team to present and feel that that leadership inside. But every idea that has been brought forward so far, every single one we've adopted as a company. So,
oh my gosh,
that
that's
builds
amazing.
The goodwill, and
yeah.
that to me is one of the biggest things. But we've touched in how much office time do we need? We've touched in so many different areas, and we've been pretty flexible, I think, and open-minded, and I just feel like keep the ideas coming. It's only making us better.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
All right. Now I know that you were very involved in the infrastructure bill and educating the industry about that here in the United States. Can you give us an update?
Yeah, happy to report that for years we say, oh well, infrastructure's get a continuing resolution. They're just going to keep paying, and this time around we made a considerable investment, maybe as much as 3 times larger than 2 to 3 times larger than the largest infrastructure bill. So I think from a Breakbulk perspective, that means more roads, bridges, and rail infrastructure, and I think it helps all of us. But it helps all of us from moving the freight. We in this hall, in the Zipit Hall, move the largest structures known to man, made by man, and humans. So that's helpful. But more importantly, we're investing in things that are going to enable us to move freight more effectively, and that is fundamental to a strong economy. So I think it's huge. And yes, I'm a chair of the NIT League's, National Industrial Transportation League's Highway Committee, and from a policy standpoint, we've been pushing for a really strong, powerful infrastructure bill, and we were able to get that accomplished.
That is so good. So when will we start seeing some of these projects come to market?
Well, those they take a while, but I think part of the bill also was to try to accelerate that. So I think we'll probably already be seeing some of that. I think maybe what we'll see, again, back to within this space, within the Breakbulk space, I think we'll start to see projects as early as next year, 2023. But I think stepping away from public projects, a lot of the a lot of the refinery work, a lot of our energy companies in the U.S., they you heard of refineries shutting down certain refiners shutting down certain refineries because we weren't driving, we weren't flying during COVID. Those refineries are not coming back on. It takes billions of dollars to turn them back on. So I think you're going to see a lot of investment in that type of infrastructure, and we're already seeing that. So investment, capital investment in those spaces was pushed off a little bit just for money conservation standpoint, and we're starting to see a lot more investment in capital improvements at these refineries. So if you're not going to bring one back on board, you need to make each one that you own that is still operating that much more effective and efficient.
Okay, all right. Well, it sounds like we've got quite a few good reasons to be optimistic.
Feel pretty good. Obviously the economy and what's going on with Putin and his insanity in Europe is, that's affecting food prices, it's affecting fuel, and global security. So anything is possible at this stage with the geopolitical situation, but generally speaking, pretty optimistic.
Right, we're feeling good, right?
Yes.
At least right here.
Yes.
All right, thanks so much, Jeff.